Hi, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Yeah, first video for me in a while. Um, yeah, life's been busy. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about where I'm at with War of the Ring videos. I realized, so part of the reason I was planning on retiring even before my job changed is that the videos kind of felt like I was being a bit too prideful with it. Like I was too excited to share when I won, and I was too frustrated about it when I was sharing when I lost. And games shouldn't be about, you know, like it shouldn't be that much about winning and losing. Um, yeah, I've been reading through Proverbs lately, and there's a lot in there about just how much better off you are if you walk in humility than pride. So for that reason, I think I'm better off, and the videos will probably be better too if I like when I do make a video, I'm just going to cover other people's games, so I'm not um making it too much about me and defending my own choices and showing off how great I am. If you have watched a lot of my videos, you know that I make plenty of mistakes too, so that is sarcasm. But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I posted a little while ago asking people to send me some fun games, and Lancer volunteered this game. This is game two between him and Franatleti in the tournament. So I've ran into both of them before. They're both good players, so I'm looking forward to this game. This should be a good one. So I don't know what exactly the situation was. I think this is game two for them anyway. I don't know where in the tournament this was though, because I wasn't in the tournament, so I haven't followed it very closely. But yeah, so Lancer is Shadow and Franatleti is Free Peoples, and away we go. So monsters roused in candles, turn one. Celeborn and House of the Stewards. Definitely happy to see Celeborn turn one. Yeah. No eyes, good man, good man. No eyes is definitely the cooler way to play. So he rolls and gets a perfectly good roll. One eye, at least two musters, four movement. Okay, so here's an exciting question. Does he crown Aragorn? And he even starts with House of the Stewards, so that could definitely be a temptation to separate and crown Aragorn and bring Boromir along so that you can play that card. But against one eye, I think probably the smarter call is to just move the Fellowship, but it's definitely more fun and it's definitely cooler to go crown Aragorn. So for the sake of the video, I hope he crowns Aragorn. Um, so let's see. No, he does move the Fellowship. Okay. So safe. Isengard mustered down. Some pretty usual army movements. Sauron to war. I'm a little surprised by that. Usually, you'd with the hybrids, you want to use them for army movement more often. But on the other hand, sometimes you just never roll that other muster, and then you really wish you'd got Sauron to war. So it's defensible for sure. Fellowship moves again, safe again. Some more army movements straight to Umbar, which to some people would, might make them worried that you already have Corsairs, but that's kind of just a decent spot to put them anyway. Excuse me. Fellowship moves again, finally hit, and it's an eye. So they are revealed one decision. So yeah, decisions. Do you reveal in Moria or do you go the high pass route? I've definitely I've had seasons of playing this game where my rule of thumb was if you're revealed step three, just always go to Goblin's Gate because sometimes just the corruption gets real ugly real fast. But on the other hand, it's only one corruption, so you could just take it as corruption, reveal there, and then probably be able to kill Gandalf to whatever else shows up. Yep, off we go to Moria. Um, oh, and kills Gandalf to the one. Okay, we are focusing on speed this time. And there's another eye. So, okay, yeah, maybe you are glad you killed Gandalf there. Yeah. Draws a character card, Foul Thing from the Deep. There is a fantastic card to have for when the Fellowship is in Moria. Okay, out comes Saruman. Fellowship hides. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, Challenge of the King and Grimbeorn. The game's kind of saying, don't you wish you'd crowned Aragorn? Threats and Promises, Dreadful Spells. Wow, if that isn't two of the most useless cards you could possibly ask for. Thanks, game. Fellowship, okay. One eye in. No more rolled. Yeah, this would be a rare time where some people would argue for allocating two eyes just because you have two rerolls on the Fellowship already, and getting them revealed coming out of Moria hurts a lot. But that being said, you allocate one, you're rolling 7 dice. It's about 3 and 4 odds that you're going to roll another one. So that's, again, certainly a reasonable choice. So sadly for the Free Peoples, no Will of the West this time, so no Gandalf turn two. It's always your opponent that gets Gandalf turn two, never you. So Fellowship moves. Are they going to do the reroll? Oh, they missed the reroll. Okay. Lancer is supposed to reroll that, but he missed it. Oh well, that happens. I guess he's just excited to play Foul Thing and hopefully kill Strider. Oh no, now Lancer's remembering the reroll. Okay, so he rerolls, still misses. Okay. Now for the Foul Thing, draws 3. That's a decent draw. You'd rather get a standard revealing tile, of course, like the one here would be ideal, but three's eye too. So it has to be Random gets a Hobbit. Okay, so 2 corruption and a Hobbit out to Dimril. Oh no, they're on 1 movement. Yeah, so he can go make it all the way to Lorien. Interestingly, you could put him in South Downs as well, so that if you picked up Fearfire foes, then he could move to Bree and get the north to war. Or I guess you could put him in Trollshaws or Fords of Bruinen so that he could get to Rivendell, but that seems definitely not as good as the first 2 options. Fellowship moves again. Just get me the heck out of Moria. They're hit, and it's another 3. So taking a random, there's Boromir. So this would be an argument for having kept Gandalf. Like, you just got hit by these 3s here. Like, that would be very efficient to lose Gandalf too. And you'd be in a little bit better shape here, but at the same time, speed helps for sure. Okay, army is shuffling along. Armies continue to shuffle along. Seems like we're going for the usual Woodland Realm and Lorien. It'd be funny if I got the wrong game. Like, he meant that I should have looked at the other game. Like, this is a perfectly normal and boring game. Oh well, it'd be funny if that happens anyway. Okay, armies continue to move along. Blocking in the Old Forest Road. I think that makes sense, especially with scouts in hand. That feels good. And we can see there's no Swarm of Bats for the Shadow. So Old Forest Road, probably no card. Yep, no card against scouts into Woodland Realm. Perfect. Feels great for free peoples. Okay. And then Celeborn's Galadrim. Yep, also makes sense. And get that redraw into Faramir's Rangers. Also a nice card. Like, you'd really like to see King Brand or Thranduil's Archers here, but you can't get everything. And mustering the Southrons closer to war. Not bad, not bad. Okay, on to another turn. Wizard Staff. Yep, clearly not super useful. So you might have made an argument for declaring in Lorien here to heal 1, but at the same time, you're about to be besieged, and it's not like the Shadow Military hasn't moved at all, so you do want to keep your speed up here. Okay. Clearly you want to declare to get away from Moria. Okay, so 1 eye in. Lancer tries to say Fellowship, okay, but he's playing Shadow, so yeah, if the Shadow player got to control the Fellowship phase, that would help the Shadow player a lot. Just send them off to the Grey Havens, Okay, so 1 more eye rolled, 3 character movement, still no Will of the West. Bummer for free peoples for sure. So they move before rerolls can be put on them. That makes perfect sense, and they're safe this time. Ringwraiths are abroad. That's a perfectly reasonable choice. Is he sure he didn't want? I'm just a little surprised he didn't move the Nazgul from Dimril Dale to Woodland Realm there, but okay, you do you. I'm also a little surprised he didn't use a regular to take Carrick. So my usual way forward, if no, you know what? I guess that makes sense. Okay. So attacking Dale, no card. Against Sudden Strike, I guess, yeah, you got cards you're going to throw out anyway. But at the same time, Wizard Staff and House of the Stewards, you're going to chuck those anyway. Actually, no, I guess you can keep House of the Stewards because Brave Stand is playable with Pippin sitting there and Lorien. Okay, 0 against 0. Press gets to retreat to Erebor. That's very nice for the free peoples. In comes the Witch King, since the North is at war now. Fellowship moves again. Safe. Feels bad for Shadow. Sieging Lorien. Elves 1 step closer to war. Fellowship moves again. 2 hits. It's a 2. The Shadow player definitely hoping that would be an eye. Feels good to get an eye that does more than 1 damage pre-Mordor. So it takes a random, and it's Mary. That all makes sense. Yeah, on the Fellowships this hurt, you kind of got to be taking randoms. I don't want to let the corruption rack up too high. Yeah, because things like Candles of Corpses happen, and then they roll 3 hits. Ay vey. Oy, man. Oh, poor Fellowship. So this is the part where you got to draw Athelas and heal for 3 just to counteract that. Okay, mustering up an elite and Carrick. That's reasonable. I would be a little more tempted to walk like that dwarf regular into Erebor because you don't know how fast that Shadow Army is going to get over here, and you don't know if you're going to roll another hybrid die next turn. Okay, so attacking Woodland Realm, desperate battle against Shield Wall. 4 hits. Good golly gumdrop. -1, of course, so 3, like he says. 2 hits back. That's a good desperate battle right there. So pressing, no card. 1 hit against 1 hit. Okay, well, Shadow Army is moving at a decent pace, but so is the Fellowship. They're already only 2 steps away from Mordor. That being said, they are pretty hurt. Oh, no, yeah, off to Minas Tirith to heal up. I think that makes sense. So I hope they remember to put their movement back down to 0. People usually remember that eventually anyway. Yeah, so here's a question. Do you stay to heal for another turn, or do you look at this juicy one eye in there and you have 2 movement, so you might be able to just move 3 times safely and get to Mordor? But at the same time, if that's what you're gonna do, was it really worth wasting a movement to just heal 1 corruption? I feel like it's not, because then you have to move a 3rd time this turn anyway, and you're that much more likely to get hit. So, I don't know. I feel like you oh, well, we'll see what he's doing. Yeah, okay, he is moving the Fellowship. Okay, there we go. Remembering to reset the movement now, and they are safe. Saldron's to war, and now wait. Oh no, that makes even less. No, 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 no. You got to pick one. Pick one. Ah, okay. So there's 2 options here. You either stay and heal, or you spend your character and your will and use a ring to try to get to Mordor this turn. Moving once and then getting Gandalf. Now you can't get to Mordor this turn, and you can't heal again next turn. But I guess you did get a safe movement, so next turn you only need to move twice, hopefully both safely, um, to be able to get to Mordor. So I guess it's not insane. It just feels inefficient to me anyway. But you know what? People are allowed to disagree with me. Okay, I am not a ruler over Venezuela, so people are allowed to disagree with me. I bet you weren't expecting a politically charged video today, but here we are. Okay, an interesting spread of Nazgul leadership. I guess you want to go. Did he pick up Corsairs? I guess I haven't looked at his hand in a little bit. There's no Corsairs. Is he just going to run at Dol Amroth? He might just run it. Oh no, maybe he's going to run at Minas Tirith just to besiege them and get those rerolls on them. He has 3 attacks, so that is enough to get to Minas Tirith. That would be a reasonable choice. If that's it, though, I'm curious about why not bring all the Nazgul so that you're actually going to properly perform this siege. A bit bad luck for him that he's. Oh no, Faramir was played as a combat card, so never mind. There's no Faramir's Rangers coming to protect Minas Tirith anymore. But okay, let's see what he does. Olokai in Lorien, where you just moved leadership away. Oh, the world doesn't make sense. Power 2, great, nice, feels good. Okay, so there goes Day Without Dawn and probably Dreadful Spells as well. Yeah, to get rid of. No. Okay, thinking about it. Yes, we are doing that. Okay, to get rid of Power 2, great. Makes sense. Yep, was an army card. It would be really funny if because of this video we discovered that it wasn't an army card and then he lost the game in hindsight. That would be really funny to me. Okay, draws a strategy card, I guess, looking for good combat cards to hopefully kill Gandalf. Like it's such a bait, when your opponent does put Gandalf in a stronghold like that, because obviously he makes that way tougher to attack. Like he now has no leadership. Um I'd be tempted anyway to muster some wargs in North Dunland and bring them over. That way you'd have some leadership against Gandalf. Because if you kill him, now your opponent's down to 4 dice, and good luck winning the game with only 4 dice. But on the other hand, if the siege goes pear-shaped, then you're just wasting a lot of time and resources and accomplishing nothing. So anyway, things you already know, but said again in hopefully an interesting way. Attacking Lorien, Gandalf shines. I should start a podcast called "Things You Already Know But Said in an Interesting Way" and see if it's interesting enough. Let me know if you would listen to that. Okay, Gandalf shines. Oh yeah, Wizard Staff, lit. It's actually coming up. That's cool. Against Devilry of Orthanc. Okay, so 2 hits for the Shadow. Nice, feels good, and 1 hit. Why is he rerolling 3? Gandalf's shining. You don't have 3 rerolls. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He missed anyway. Okay, so, yep, that's a good round for the Shadow. 2 hits for them and only 1 for them. Press, yep, might as well press. Yeah, I got 2 Deadly Strifes. Let's go. Let's kill Gandalf right now. Let's throw it down. Deadly Strife against Brave Stand. Ooh, yeah, Brave Stand is nice here because you got the Hobbit in there too, so he's only rolling 3 dice. 1 hit. Feels bad. Against 4. Shuckle darn, as they say. Yeah, that feels bad. Yeah, now you can't finish that anymore. So yeah, probably I'd be tempted to play New Powers Rising and then maybe muster a Warg or 2 and then bring all those reinforcements. That would be my thought process anyway. Okay, we move armies together to go threaten Erebor. What do you do with this muster? That is a bit of an interesting choice. Mustering the dwarves would make sense because then if they attack Iron Hills, then the dwarves are at war and you can muster an elite. Rohan would be I think that's the least of the 3 though. You could also muster elves or north units. Yeah, you can muster north units in Carrick. That's a reasonable option too, but also Gondor because you don't know when they're going to pick up Corsairs. So getting Gondor to war and mustering in Dol Amroth would be helpful for sure. Mustering in Carrick, yep, that's all right for sure. So Iron Hills, no card, no card. One hit, not a hit. Yep, makes sense. On we go to another turn. Let's see if the Fellowship can make it to Mordor this turn. Fellowship okay, one eye in, one more rolled, couple movement. So yep, that's enough. They can get to Mordor this turn as long as they don't get revealed and Cruel Weathered. So they move right away to avoid Day Without Dawn. That makes sense. They don't know Day Without Dawn is discarded, so that's safe. So they're guaranteed able to make it to Mordor this turn as long as they have the ability to put a character die in the box. Okay, Erebor Besieged. New Powers Rising, very nice. Attacking Fords. Yeah, this is another option. You could also attack Fords of Eisen and then run this reinforcements up to Lorien, or he might be simply going after. Yeah, it's actually probably that. Probably going after Helm's Deep just because it's forcing your opponent to now spend a ring to get that regular elite and Mary into Helm's Deep. If they don't, then it's a pretty cheap Helm's Deep for the Shadow player. And I think you kind of got to go for the jugular with some cheap strongholds right now, because Lorien's a bit tough for you. Erebor is possible but difficult. So let's see: Lorien, Woodland Realm, Erebor, Helm's Deep. Yeah, there's your 4 strongholds. You could also hope for Corsairs anyway. Or maybe give up on Lorien, get Helm's Deep, Dol Amroth, and the Dew Line. That's an option too. Anyway, no card, no card. One hit against Rohan, one hit back against Saruman. Press, retreat to Helm's Deep naturally. Saruman does not join them in Fords of Eisen because he is still, as they say, a bok chicken bok. Okay. He does use a ring to move troops. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you can bring that army over to threaten being annoying in Dale and obviously protect Helm's Deep at the same time. Especially you haven't used any rings yet. Yeah, that's worth giving up a ring for. Helm's Deep is besieged. Elven Cloak's in there. Feels nice. Half-orcs and goblin men. Another elite on Helm's Deep. That's I too. I would have been mega tempted to bring that into Lorien, but I might just be biased because I really like killing Gandalf. Fellowship moves again. Safe. Wow, it's been a pretty safe Fellowship. And yet they did have a bit of a rough spell around Moria, but yeah. Okay, so Helm's Deep attacked again. Deadly Strife against Book of Mazarbul. So that's one hit. Holy moguly! Okay, who needs Deadly Strife when you can just roll 5 6s? um, and 4 hits back. Yeah, that feels bad. You play the Deadly Strife and it doesn't benefit you at all and gives your opponent an extra 3 hits. Lol. Okay, I guess that's still the whole stronghold wiped, so it's not really that bad for you anyway. Chooses how to take casualties. So okay, Fellowship's into Mordor. Shadow players at 5 points without 2. Like you've got a bead on your next points, but like they're not very easily lined up. So gonna be a close one anyway. Lots of blue tiles in there, so the hunt could go either way for sure. Uses a ring to put the red tile in. That makes sense. Yeah, it just feels good to have the red tile in right from the get-go, especially if the Fellowship's getting in without being revealed at all, because they can move right away next turn. So just having that one chance in there that they will get stopped and revealed is that feels really good. Yeah. That being said, saving your ring to do something else with it next turn because you have an attack that you want to use is also something. Like I think there's a good chance I would have used this army to walk into West Stemnet and started bringing reinforcements towards Lorien. That way you can, if they do move right away, you can finish conquering Rohan and not worry about them mustering up. And then this reinforcements is that much closer. So I think that's what I would have done, but I certainly understand the reasoning here. Okay. Denethor's Folly and Wormtongue, fantastic cards. Great cards. Good job, game. And Imrahil and there and back again. Another Brave Stand is actually super useful for them if Lorien is going to be a question anyway. Okay, Fellowship is off to Mordor. Okay, what did we just do? We allocating 4 eyes? That looks like 4 eyes. Okay, that looks like 3 eyes. That's legal again. Because there's only 3 companions, so you can only allocate as many eyes as there are companions with the Fellowship. Nope. Think reaching. Okay, recalculating. 1 eye. No, 2, 3. Okay, 3 eyes. Yes, here we go. Rolled 1 more in. Oh, I bet he's regretting that he chucked Day Without Dawn now. Because yeah, your opponent went ahead and rolled 3 Wills of the West. So we're gonna move right away. Yep, we're gonna move right away. Oh no! Okay, there's that red eye I was talking about. that I said was a bad idea. Yeah, lol, eat it, Bob. Okay. Oh, poor thing. Oh, that feels so bad because that's literally the only red tile in there, and it's a pretty big hunt pool. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16 tiles, 1 out of 16 for a red, and after he put in all those eyes too. Oh, that feels awful. Okay. Takes a random, loses Gimli. Yep, that. Oh man, that went from feeling like a fairly doable Mordor to a very difficult Mordor. Okay, what character cards does he have here? He has a Sealder's Bane, which could hurt. And yet at the same time you kind of want to save it just to let your opponent risk going up to like 10 corruption and then you play it and hope to get it too, you know? Because if you play it now and get it too, then they know and then they know to be more careful. Um but yeah, obviously you don't know what you're going to draw. Okay, here's the Sealder's Bane for a 1. Yep, that's a good draw. You're just happy to get anything but an eye, really. Um okay, so Fellowship hides. Yeah, now we're walking towards Rohan and towards Lorien. Then we muster in Rohan. Um, Attacking Edoras, no card, no card. 1 hit, not a hit. I will go alone. Interest. Oh no. Oh, okay. He drew a card. Sorry, I thought he was playing it, which would have been an interesting choice. No, drawing a card is definitely the right choice. You're looking for Athelas. You're looking for Bilbo Song. You're looking for Mithril Code and Sting. You really need those cards here. Yeah. Okay. In comes the mouth. That helps. Fellowship moves again. Really? Are you trying to die? What is up, homie? That's 5 damage. So even losing Strider, you're going to be revealed and at 11 corruption. There's a few different cards that can kill you there. I guess just hoping for not an eye, I guess. Okay. Good luck, buddy. Okay, it's a 0R. Okay, that's good. That helps. Helps for sure. So we attack Fold to finish extincting Rohan here. Not a hit. That feels bad. So that little jerk gets to survive there. That's so annoying as a shadow player. There's just like the little fly you want to swat, but you just roll 6 dice and not a hit, and the fly survives. Okay, there's Corsairs and Flocks that we were talking about. Not the Flocks that we were talking about. We were talking about Corsairs before. So yeah, let's see. If he plays Corsairs and gets Dol Amroth, then he just needs that and Erebor, and then he can win. Or that and Lorien. I'm not sure which one's easier. I yeah, neither of them are particularly easy. It's doable. Shadow could win by military this turn, but it depends on the cards and the dice for sure. Whereas the Fellowship needs a bit of a miracle to win this turn. Like you could hide and move 4 times, but yeah, lol, good luck. Okay, so 2 eyes in, 1 more rolled. Okay, Fellowship hides. Play Corsairs against Dol Amroth. Yeah. Play Imrahil. Feels nice to have that card to be able to play. If the Shadow gets the 3 regulars without any help, that feels pretty bad, yeah. Okay, attacking East Emnet. I'm not sure if that's necessary. I wouldn't bother, to be honest. I guess it's a bit of a pain. Like if he walks into West Emnet and you attack him, then he could play scouts and get to Fords of Eisen and then take Orthanc, I guess. I guess you're also worried, like, what if he catches you when you don't have dice to attack him? Then he could walk to West Emnet and then muster up. So I guess I can understand. There we go. There's the hit. Got him. Okay. So what are we doing? Okay, Fellowship's moving. Another 0 reveal. Nice. Good stuff from Strider. Oh, I see. Right. And we're bringing the Wargs up to Lorien at the same time here. That helps. That helps for sure. Yeah. Okay. So along comes help, all the helpful reinforcements. Yeah, bringing reinforcements to both Lorien and what? Why are we bothering? Okay, I guess she's bringing troops to defend Dale. The plan is Dol Amroth and Lorien, and just hold Dale. But if you're giving up on Erebor, why wouldn't you bring troops from Erebor to Dale? Because now you've made Woodland Realm a target for the Free Peoples, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Fellowship hides, makes sense. Attacking Lorien. Gandalf shines. Devilry of Orthanc versus Daring Defiance. Sadly, so I wonder if they catch it. So that doesn't work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he points out. Yeah, Lancer correctly points out you need to have all companions leadership to forfeit. So if Gandalf is shining, Daring Defiance does not work. I imagine they'll look it up. Yes, I agree with Lancer. It is a dumb rule. You should be able to do that just aside from Gandalf. because it's so rare to get to use that anyway. Okay, so Devilry against Brave Stand. That's very generous of Lancer to let him play a different card. According to the rules, you should just have to take back that card and let Devilry of Orthanc stand against no card. Holy moly, 3 hits. Wow, okay. Bye, Gandalf. Um, okay, against 1 hit, pressing for sure. Yep, absolutely pressing. Another Brave Stand against Relentless Assault. I'd take the 2 hits anyway, just because, like, 3 dice for a 4, you're going to get it. Yeah, got him. Okay, nice. Gandalf's dead. Update points. Fellowship's running. Oh, an eye. That's big. Okay, it's very close now. So you definitely got to lose Strider now. Because like if you take Legolas, then you're up to 11 corruption and revealed. Like if they have Morgul wound, you're just dead. Oh, takes a random. Is willing to risk it. Okay, there goes Strider. I guess that also does make you like if you could still hide next turn, that helps a lot. Okay, mustering up for Erebor. What are you doing in Dol Amroth then? Why'd you just give up on Dol Amroth? I feel like that's an easier siege than Erebor. Yeah, it absolutely is. 1 less hit point, 1 less leadership, and you have a stronger army there. Are you just that scared of Círdan's ships, I guess? I don't know. But like there is the 2 elites right there. Also, Gandalf's dead, so he only has 4 dice. He does have a ring, so he needs to roll at least 2 movement to have a shot. Here in last battle. Pretty bad luck with the cards. Like I feel like the Fellowship has had no cards that are useful in Mordor since they got into Mordor. 1 eye in, 1 more rolled. That is simply not enough to win. Yep. So Free Peoples needs to hold on another turn here to be able to survive. Fellowship hides. Moving leadership. Okay, so we have decided to go back to Dol Amroth now. I don't understand why. Okay, so drawing a strategy card, hoping for Círdan's ships there. Oh, maybe they're leaving the army on Erebor because they were scared of a sortie. They didn't want the dwarves to sortie out and muster up more. Okay, that's reasonable. It still feels a little dicey leaving Woodland Realm openish like that. But I guess your 5 regulars can attack if it does get besieged. So, okay. Attacking Dol Amroth. They're terrible against daylight. Feels aight. 1 hit against 1 hit. I feel like the Free People's dice have been pretty poor. Let's take a look at the statistics here. Yeah, -5 overall on hits. That's not great. +2 on movement, though. Plus, pretty big plus on attacks for Shadow. That helps. Like, it feels like Shadow's going to win anyway, but who knows? This game can always throw a twist at you. Okay, pressing again. They're terrible against Shield Wall this time. Bang. Lucky for Free People, those 5s don't count. If those had been the leader reroll, it'd be a different story. 1 hit against 2. Pressing again. Great hosting. Wow, did they just seriously slap down 3 daylights in a row? Holy moly. It is a long day in Dol Amroth today. The sun will not stop. Okay, so 0 hits against 2. Oh, which is just enough to make Great Host not trigger. Wow, that's so good. Oh, that's really frustrating for Shadow. Okay, what else can you do? Because Dol Amroth is not very reinforceable here, you know? So you've got 4 army movement, a couple Palantirs. Geez, what else do you do? Give up and go after Erebor? I don't know. Do you run the wargs from Lorien all the way to Dol Amroth? Do you bring the army from Mordor to get Pelargir? Do you go for Pelargir in the Shire, perchance? I don't know. I would take a lot more time thinking about what to do if I was the one playing, but yeah, I don't have to make that choice. I just have to watch what they do. So on we go. Sorry. Dol Amroth. Strategy cards, Swarm of Bats. Oh, it feels good, really good getting Swarm of Bats there when you're in a tight situation like this because it's a good defensive one, you know. Okay, so 1 hit for Shadow versus 2 hits for Free Peoples. Oh, this is a good siege. This is a really good siege. They pass again. Yeah, I guess you keep trying to Dol Amroth. All you got to do is get that to win. I'm a little surprised that the Free Peoples hasn't like mustered a Gondor elite and Lamed to attack, just because that's like you know, that's a pretty like every single hit you might score with that unit would count for lots, and if the Shadow player gets lucky here, they just win. So okay, so Foul Stench, that helps. Cancel that bloody Imrahil who scored. I feel like the leader reroll scored like 3 hits in a row here, so Feels good to get that. Okay, so 1 hit on 6 dice. That's exactly what you'd expect. 2 hits from the Free Peoples, though. Oh, man. Holy moly. Dol Amroth is just an absolute pig this game. So stubborn, just refusing to die. Don't tell me you're going to sortie. Don't tell me you're going to sortie. That's insane, man. Don't do that. Just muster in Lamedon and then attack. I guess you have a, let's see, two dice at 5. So that's slightly over 50% chance of killing the Witch King. Whereas if you muster first, the Witch King might be able to run away. But at the same time, what if they have Foul Stench? Because, he does have Foul Stench. Then you only have 1 dice hitting at 5, and he might get you. Oh, okay, he's going for the Free People's Military. Okay, that's fun too. Okay, so he moves to, that's a smart play. Bringing reinforcements to Erebor and blocking Umbar at the same time. That's a very smart play. Okay, so uses a ring to move the Fellowship. Who? Yeah, because so next turn you still have a ring, so you have really good odds of winning next turn. So you're kind of forcing the Shadow player to try against Dol Amroth, because if they wait, there's a good chance they just lose next turn. But the 1 against 1 is not good odds for the Shadow player at all. Yeah, no, that's downright bad odds right there. So the Fellowship moves, and it's a 2. That is perfect to lose Legolas to. So yeah, next turn, let's see, depending on whether there's 1 eye or more. If there's only 1 eye, then it's guaranteed win for Free People's next turn. If there's 2 or more eyes, then it's 7 tiles that win, 3 where they die. So 30% chance. Interesting. Oh, okay. We're gonna do Black Captain commands and try to get Erebor. That's that's safer odds than Dol Amroth. But are you really gonna take out 6 hit points in 2 rounds of combat? You're asking for a bit of luck here. That being said, you have an onslaught, so if so you could try Stormcrow first and then see what you cycle into, and then play onslaught and see how good that goes. Okay, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm down. Okay, so I hope that's Great Host. Nope, onslaught first. Okay, I guess see what you redraw into. At the same time, Great Host is a lot more likely to work if you do it before you onslaught all those regulars, and you don't know what you're going to redraw into. Anyway, 2 6s, that helps. 0 hits back, that also helps. Okay, onslaught for 4, only 1 hit. Oh, that feels bad. That does not feel good at all. And yet, okay, press into desperate battle. That's true. That is better than a Great Host. So I guess that vindicates how he's doing that. Okay, so yeah, there's the press, there's the desperate battle. 1 hit, 2 hits. Oh, so close. Man, even 1 more hit, just the expected 2 from that onslaught would have been it. Would have been it. Oh, brutal. Okay, so Erebor is definitely going to fall next turn, but it depends entirely on what the Free People's draws next turn. So they got to move right away for sure, because Shadow has Lidless Eye here that they can play. So even if they do roll only 1, oh, but then again, I guess he has Bilbo's Song, so playing Bilbo's Song first will be tempting for sure. Oh, now Círdan's ship shows up. Okay, sure, Círdan. Okay, so he's got the 1 eye, and he's got 2 movements. So I think as Free Peoples, it's probably correct to play Bilbo's Song first, and then as Shadow, then you play Lidless Eye to make Eye still lethal. And then you move because, 70% odds of winning is a lot better than the odds of Erebor surviving. So let's see if I'm correct in what happens here. Yep, Bilbo's Song. Yep, Lidless Eye. Lol. I think you should actually put a 3rd one in there just in case your opponent has There Is Another Way, because There Is Another Way would allow him to heal 1 and then move, and then that would make those eyes survivable. And yes, he does realize that and put in another one. Of course, he could also have Athelas. Yeah, Athelas. He could also play Athelas and then use a ring to move. So you're also putting an eye in to guard against that. So Fellowship moves again. Here we go. 70% odds of win. Elven Rope. So yeah, magnificent, glorious final stretch for Gollum here. That's funny that Gollum wins by pulling Elven Rope, because he hates Elven Rope. I feel like Elven Rope shouldn't work if you have Gollum as the guide, because he just starts screaming and doesn't win. So no, that was a good one. That was a close game, coming down to 70-30 tile draw. Yeah, he was so close to winning last turn at both Dol Amroth and Erebor. Yeah. Oh, that was a crazy defensive Dol Amroth. He rolled so many hits back and the 3 daylights in a row. That was pretty cool. Let's take a look-see at statistics here. Okay, so overall... Okay, oh, so these are switched. These are switched because you see 160 over here. So for the Shadow, -8 on sixes. Woof. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. -2 overall on hits for free people, so that's closer to average. Still not great though. +12 on ones for the Shadow. That's yeah. For your final tournament game to stay in it, +12 on ones. Lol. +2 on Wills of the West though. That's not nothing. And yet Gandalf was still late. There was still like 3 or 4 turns. I think 3 turns anyway without Gandalf when you could have gotten him. So that's a little misleading. And Shadow was plus on attack. So yeah, I think Shadow um, did have the better side of the luck here. Sorry. Free people. No, yeah, well, no, okay. So Shadow had good action dice, but poor combat dice. And Free People's, the luck kind of went back and forth for them. It's funny how this game can do that, because like at step 1, when they hit that red eye, it really felt like they were just cooked, but they did a good job of hanging in there and keeping on trying. And yeah, if the luck, gives you blue tiles. Yeah, there was 2 0 reveals and then a 0 here. So terrible start with that red eye, but then 3 zeros after that. Like you can always make a comeback. Especially with cards like Bilbo Song out there too. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the game. That was a good one. Thank you, Lancer, for volunteering to share this game. That was a good close one. Yeah, if you have other games like this that were close or fun, all you people out there in general, please do feel free to send me those on the Discord so I can make more videos like this in the future. Yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.